During this video, I'm going to find out what it is that you truly desire. And I'm here again with my final Lucifer Season 2 episode review video as I've reached the season finale of Season 2. Before I get into that though, pretty important, if you aren't caught up to the point where I am in rewatching or watching Lucifer, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention as well as put in the description. If that's the case and you find out you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. And for those of you that are wondering, this is my first time watching Lucifer. This will be Lucifer Season 2, Episode 18, the Season 2 finale. The title of this episode is called The Good, The Bad, and The Crispy. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode. Dr. Charlotte to staple herself and now to get rid of Chet's charcoaled body. And Charlotte calls someone to ask for a favor. Amenadiel is checking out the flaming sword, or Asriel's blade, however title they want to refer to it as. And he says it's unbelievable. Amenadiel thinks he's the favorite son because he has the key, and Amenadiel won't give back the flaming sword, and Lucifer says he's not the angel he once was. Linda Martin has been startled by Charlotte. She wants Linda Martin to patch her up. Linda says it's not her thing. It is now. She's got duct tape. Trust me, this stuff is amazing. I fucking love duct tape. Lucifer asks Chloe how Chloe stopped Dan from overthinking everything due to how Amenadiel's acting. Chloe understands Lucifer more when she hears more and more about his dad. Dead body, body bump, and a weird one as the body's naked and has been completely shaved, Ella Lopez says. But Ella is pretty sure this guy got a bath and a bleach. Chloe says if anyone can find anything, it is you, Ella. Aw, that is sweet. Hug for Detective Chloe Decker. I said Decker. Wow. Lucifer has something to attend to, of course. He has to leave for something. And Lucifer goes to visit Dr. Linda Martin. And have you seen Amenadiel? Not that family member. And then Lucifer goes in and sees Mom and finds out Chet stabbed her and she's bleeding light. Mom needs to stay away from humans. She tells Lucifer it was Chet. The detective might get to Mom as she's good. Lucifer to Chloe's. Trixie answers. Maze and Trixie are playing doctor. And Lucifer tells Maze that many humans can be hurt. And then Maze actually gets a lollipop or a sucker. But Trixie says, wussies don't get any. Wow, excellent moment in the episode. Chloe tells Chet's brother that, I think his name was Hector, prints on the dead body were Chet's, and Lucifer knocks a clue over in Ella Lopez's lab, but Ella says, since she's such a klutz, she has a backup. Vince Masuka taught her well, or Dexter Morgan taught her well. Tech team is checking for cameras. Dear old dad is the only witness. And then they think, well, satellite imagery takes a picture of everything, so there's a chance. Thank you, Lucifer. Lucifer's not happy about that. Amenadiel is helping out his new buddy, Dan. No douche comments lately. I missed the douche comments. Hopefully there's more of those. He's doing it because Dan told him this helped him out with some personal issues. And then you have Ava. No, I'm not sure what I put. It's Kathleen and I want to say Ava, but I put AVE, are taking out bodies or a body, and they run the business, the Dandelion Cleaners, as their last name ends in, or their names end in line, like Kathleen, Line. And Chloe asks why their van was outside a warehouse at 3 a.m. last night. Chloe tells Lucifer going backwards is not good for anybody. And then Dan tells Amenadiel he'll help him through this. You're a good man, Daniel, Amenadiel says. Maze shows up. That hug. Are you guys doing it? Are you gay? No. Maze uses a cattle prod on Amenadiel, and he falls over, or a stun gun, whatever you want to call it. And then Ella thinks they may be going to Paris, and she loves Paris. No, that's not where they're going. They're going to the Las Vegas Paris. And Lucifer tells Amenadiel that he needs the final piece. That necklace was a gift. Amenadiel says he needs to guard that piece. And then Amenadiel says also it's time to go back to being the loyal soldier Dad entrusted him to be. Mom's powers are returning. Charlotte goes to see Dr. Linda Martin, and then Charlotte wants Dr. Martin to tell her what she knows. And then we have another dead charcoal body. I put Ava. Is her name Ava? Yeah, Ava, that's what I put. So I put AVE last time, and then AVA is now dead. And then Chloe talks to Kathleen, I'm sorry, not Catherine. And then Chloe also talks to Lucifer, or calls Lucifer, and tells him that Ava was the next victim. Mom shows up. Charlotte is starting to suspect Charlotte Richards. The whole flaming sword idea is crap, Lucifer tells Mom. Lucifer is told by Mom that she found out Lucifer's plan from Dr. Linda Martin. And she's not angry. She's just disappointed. Give me the piece. Mom coming undone, Amenadiel says. He says he won't give Mom the piece, or he says Mom. And then Dan and Chloe find Charlotte Richards. She'll tell them everything they want to know. Mom calls Lucifer, tells Lucifer she might hurt Chloe in this instance. And then Charlotte kisses Dan and tells him that he was her favorite human. Lucifer tells Amenadiel that we have to give Mom the piece. She might hurt Chloe. Maze finds Dr. Martin in her office, beat up pretty bad. She's also been stabbed with like a shard in her stomach, from what I said. And Maze says she's going to be all right. I promise, I'm going to fix you. And Maze is actually very concerned about what happened to Linda Martin, where Maze really doesn't give a shit about humans. She genuinely cares for what's going on with Dr. Martin at this moment. So Lucifer gets the key from Amenadiel, as it was in Dan the Douche's pocket, although we don't refer to him as Douche anymore, at least at the moment. Lucifer has the knife, or the flaming sword. Mom, now let the detective go. Turns out Hector is the killer of Ava. He has to make things right for his family. Dr. Martin won't make it. Mace says they need more time. Hector fires, but time has stopped. Amenadiel is going to give Dr. Martin more time. So Amenadiel is using his powers to kind of stop time so Mace can get Dr. Martin to the hospital and whatnot. And Lucifer has ignited the flaming sword. Sorry, Mom, but I'm afraid this ends now. You've hurt so many people, it has to stop. I'm not leaving, Mom. Please give me the sword and I'll do the rest, Mom says. It's time for you to move forward, even if I don't see you again. So Lucifer actually cuts a hole in the earth and says if we go to heaven, it will lead to a war. Mom calls Lucifer an angel and says that she'll miss him so much. Now I have a question. Is that really Lucifer's mom, or is she his stepmom, like he's been telling Chloe? Like, I think it's really his mom, but something like leads me to believe that it isn't now. And I'm sure I'll find out for sure later on, but just a thought that I've had. And then Mom's light is absorbed into the light, into the hole that Lucifer cut, and Charlotte Richards falls over. Chloe shoots Hector as the time is now back to normal. Amenadiel smiles. Maze was able to get Dr. Martin to the hospital. Dan rushes over to Charlotte, and Lucifer says, sorry, Daniel. But then Charlotte wakes up, and Charlotte says, Mom, my kids are 10 years old. Why am I at the beach? So the real Charlotte Richards is in the house. Chloe thinks Hector killed her brother, or his brother. I put her for some reason. And then Chloe doesn't understand that Lucifer seemed to have some inkling about all this. And then Lucifer goes to see Linda Martin, but she's going to be okay, even though it's Lucifer's fault. She chose to be Lucifer's friend, and everything that comes with it, the bad, the good, and the crispy, the episode title. Lucifer calls Chloe to apologize. He's done hiding, and he's coming over to tell her everything. He wants to tell her everything, no more going backwards. Then Lucifer is hit in the back of the head with something. And then we see Lucifer wake up in the desert, peeling up a storm with Sunburned City. He also has his wings on again, and that's how the episode and the season end of Lucifer season 5. So, season 2. I just recorded my Shameless and review, and that was season 5. So, the end of season 2 of Lucifer. It was a pretty good episode. I enjoyed it again. I'm confused if Mum is really Mum or Stepmom, but I think it's Mum. The character, I'm going to give this episode a 9.7 out of 10. I want to give it a 10, but there seems like there's just something missing. Character of the episode, Charlotte Richards, or Mum, and Amenadiel for the guys. Linda Martin was pretty awesome, too. There was some good performances all around. Jesus Christ, Charlotte, Maze, Dr. Martin, Trixie with her brief appearance in the episode, Maze, like, really caring about what happens to Dr. Linda Martin. That was very critical. But Amenadiel for the guys, and then take your pick of the ladies. Maybe just all the ladies in general, especially Charlotte, Linda, and Maze. So those are my thoughts on this episode and my thoughts for the season of Lucifer. It was okay. I'm still kind of okay on this show. Like, I don't love it. I don't hate it. I'm just kind of, okay. I'm not sure if that'll actually change. I mean, 2 seasons into it, it's watchable. I guess maybe this is a show that if I would have watched it all without having to, stop and do reviews of it, maybe I would have liked it more. But it's okay. It's not bad. It's just not in the great category yet. But if you ask me my top 30 favorite TV shows of all time, I don't know if Lucifer makes the list. It might eventually, but at the moment, I probably won't. So you've heard what I have to say. Now, of course, it's your turn. If you're a fan of Lucifer and you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, please make sure that you're Hulk smashing that like button. Share the video with anybody that you know, like a friend. Put this video on any one of your social media platforms. And then, of course, in the comment section, let me know what you're going to score the episode. Whom would be your female character of the episode? Whom would be your male character of the episode? And any other tidbits that you want to leave. And then last, but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return now that I know what it is that you desire.